Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Now I just want to say before anybody decides to make any permanent or big changes into their skincare regimen or anything that's going to affect your overall health and well-being, to just consult with a dermatologist. I'm lucky I was able to kind of deal with my hormonal acne with just vitamins and changing up my skincare routine, but for some people they do need prescription medication. Sometimes acne isn't as easily treatable with over-the-counter products or incorporating a supplement into your diet. Sometimes you do need the intervention from a dermatologist or a doctor to treat it. What worked for me may not work for the next person. And in my particular situation, it wasn't as severe as some people's acne may be, but it was definitely something that was out of the ordinary. So it's important just to be patient with yourself. So when I was 14, my mom took me to the doctor and they recommended the HPV vaccination, which I got. It comes in 3 doses. After the second dose, I started to notice kind of weird changes within my body and my cycle. I started getting my cycle every 2 weeks and it was extremely heavy. So my mom took me back to the doctor and they recommended that I get on birth control to help regulate my cycles. Now, because I had been on birth control from the age of about 14 to 23, I never had any issues with my acne. A lot of dermatologists, they prescribe birth control for the purpose of treating acne, so it never really even crossed my mind. So one day I decided I don't want to be on birth control anymore. A lot of women and a lot of girls that are on birth control, they do experience extreme mood swings, depression, anxiety. There's a lot of negative side effects that come with birth control, more specifically using a birth control that isn't necessarily compatible with your body. And I wasn't really in a position where I wanted to experiment with 10 different birth controls before I found something that I liked. I just didn't really want to put my body through that. So I decided just to get off of it. So I got off the birth control. Everything was fine and dandy for about a year, until one morning I woke up and that's when the acne started. October 2018, I was 23, 24 years old, I think. And I've heard of adult acne, but it was just something that I never thought that I would experience. Like I said, I never had any issues with my skin growing up, so why would I start having issues now as an adult? I literally woke up one morning and I noticed I had kind of these little tiny bumps. They were flesh-colored bumps on my chin. I wasn't too alarmed by it because, I mean, my skin's not perfect, so I do have a breakout every now and again, but the thing that really caught my attention was that there was so many, and it kind of just literally sprouted overnight. So over the course of the next couple of days, I started feeling like I had pain in my chin, like I had some type of bruise or something. Anytime I talked, anytime I moved my mouth, anytime I gently just brushed up against my face, it was absolutely painful. So over the course of about a week, those bumps started to get bigger, they started to get more painful, and they started to come to a head. For me personally, I wanted to try to treat my acne with over-the-counter products before I resorted to prescription medications. I just felt like overall for me, that would be the easiest to fit into my lifestyle. I did a little bit of research and I found some information on L-lysine supplements. So L-lysine is an essential amino acid that your body needs, but it doesn't produce naturally. So the ways that you can get L-lysine into your diet and into your body is typically through food or through supplements. L-lysine comes pretty highly recommended from other individuals that have hormonal acne. So I decided, what do I have to lose? My skin looks terrible, so might as well give it a go. And literally over a week, my skin started to clear up. I actually started to notice a difference in my skin after about the 3rd day of taking it. The areas on my chin that were really inflamed started to settle down. I wasn't waking up every morning with a new pimple, and the pain, oh my goodness, the pain is probably the worst part. So the lysine has been absolutely essential in terms of treating my hormonal acne. I've been on it for about a year and a half now. I take 1,000 milligrams twice a day. It does such a good job at keeping my acne under control. After being on the lysine for about a year, I did go to my primary care doctor and I had blood work done, and I did tell her, hey, I've been on lysine for the past year. I want to make sure that there's not any long-term side effects to any other aspect of my health. So we did blood work. She said it's fine, I can continue to take the lysine, and it's just been good from then. I also take evening primrose oil. Not only is that good for acne, but it's also good for women when they're on their cycles. It kind of helps to decrease the cramps, decrease the PMS, It kind of lightens your flow as well. I saw on a dermatologist's YouTube that you don't really have to go through the whole skincare process in the morning if you've done it at night. So I do all my skincare at nighttime before I go to bed, make sure that my face is nice and clean before I expose it to my pillow. So my ride or die face wash is the Cetaphil Daily Cleanser. So this face wash has just a really nice, light, fresh scent. It's just a really simple face wash. The thing I like about it is it's not too foamy, and I never feel like the wash itself is stripping my skin of its natural oils. It just gives me a really nice, clean feeling after I rinse it off. So I really like this face wash. I've been using it for about 1.5 years now. It's over the counter, it's drugstore friendly. We all love drugstore friendly and affordable. After I'm done washing my face, I use I think this is Thayers Witch Hazel. So how I apply the toner is I actually put it in my hands, and I kind of rub my hands together, and then I'll gently push it into my skin. Sometimes the cotton swab can just absorb more of the product than what's actually coming in contact with your skin. And on top of that, I like to just be really gentle when it comes to applying products to my face. We'll have the tendency just to really go in and kind of exfoliate their face with the cotton swab and the toner. Cotton swabs can be a little abrasive to the skin, and I don't want any other issues than what I'm already having. As far as moisturizers, everyone will emphasize the importance of an SPF. Again, Cetaphil is a ride or die product for me. It doesn't irritate my skin. My skin doesn't have any adverse or negative reactions to it. And then lastly, I put vitamin E oil. This one is from Trader Joe's. It was like $4 and it's lasted me like 6 months so far. So you definitely get a lot of bang for your buck with that product. Some of the benefits of vitamin E oil is it's an anti-inflammatory. So of course in my case, I use this to really calm my skin. It kind of takes away some of the puffiness, and I like the kind of sheen and the shininess that I get after I apply it. It just makes my skin look super glowy. The last product I use kind of on an as needed basis. It's not something that I would recommend using every day because it is quite potent. It's the Aztec Indian Healing Clay. Now, a lot of people have heard of this product. It was one of those like Instagram, YouTube famous products about 1 year ago. People were using it for not just their skin, but also their hair. So basically it comes in powder form, and I like to mix it with apple cider vinegar. I actually mix it in my hand because I don't like to get it on my dishes. I just put the clay and the vinegar in my hand, and I gently just rub it together until it makes kind of a loose paste. I like to make mine a little bit on the looser side because it's easier to spread, and I'll usually just put it on my problem areas. Even with all my products, sometimes I'll get a little bit of a breakout on my cheekbones. I rarely get them on my chin, but sometimes I'll get a breakout on my forehead. Usually my skin looks worse after I wash it off than it did before I applied it, but the next morning I noticed that if I have any bumps or any pimples or anything like that, it helps to decrease the size and the redness. And another thing about this product is it is clay, so you don't want to rinse it off in the shower or over the sink because it can clog your drains. I usually just get a bowl of warm water and a washcloth, and then just gently massage the product off of my skin, and then go continue my usual skincare routine in the shower. The most important thing that I want you guys to take from this video is the importance of being patient with yourself. I know firsthand how difficult it is and how much it affects your self-esteem to have acne. I had days where I wanted to confine myself to the house because I didn't want anybody to see how horrible my skin had gotten. And we're so caught up with the obsession of being beautiful and being perfect. The most important thing at the end of the day is that we're taking care of ourselves from the inside out. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I hope you guys are staying sane and healthy and entertained throughout this pandemic. Let me know in the comments some of your guys' favorite skincare products, some of your favorite vitamins, your favorite movies, books, Netflix shows. I don't know. We're trying to stay sane in this pandemic. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.